What up, everybody?
Welcome to Two Beans in a Pod. This is episode 13. My name is Erica, and I'm here joined with my co-host.
Donna, what up? Everybody's doing good.
Today we're going to be talking about relationships, and we want to kind of go over what our definition of relationship is, so that you guys understand, like, what do you mean? What about relationships? So, um, where first of all, a relationship pretty much is any relationship you have with anybody. So like I have a relationship with my friend, right? That's a relationship. It's a friendship, right? It's a relationship. So there's all kinds of relationships. There's a mother child relationship and things like that. Also, right?
Correct.
We agree on the term of the definition of relationship? Yeah, okay, good. And then, but for this episode, we're going to be talking specifically about relate intimate relationships. So, personal relationships with your partner, a significant other, your baby mama, your ex. So that type of relationship.
Husband, wife, shit, everything.
Hmm.
So we'll be talking about stuff like that, and we're just gonna see it. Hopefully this time, sure, unless you know what I mean? So we'll try to interact with you guys. You know what I'm saying, as you guys come in, and let's get it going and see what we're gonna bring up and how we're gonna deal with this and like relationship episode 13. You know?
So, um,
Our first subject is gonna be in regards to um, which one was it?
so we were just getting into just relationships. So I guess it'd be easier for us to get into like our relationship, you know what I mean? And then
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like so for example, we have a relationship. We are currently legally still married, but we are not together. So this is baby daddy kind of.
It just sounds weird. That sounds weird.
But we're not together, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So that's what the whole thing is. So then, there's different, although we are, like I said, married on paper, there's different expectations. And because we are married on papers, there's still different expectations, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Than there is when it's finalized, right? Like,
Right.
so, you know, that's in a whole, like, pretty much where we stand in terms of our relationship, given that, right? Like, we were talking about, like, we've had other experiences or friends or witnessed other couples who end up in a similar situation where they break up or they decide to go different ways, and it doesn't look very healthy for one, you know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, oh, what are we doing to each other? And I was talking about that most recently. I forgot who it was. I somebody that I know had an experience with their baby daddy, and their baby daddy was being really, really mean, like vicious, like doing some really vicious stuff in terms of lying court documents and all kinds of stuff. And it dawned on me, and I came to down, and I was like, damn, like, I'm not judging nobody, by any means. I'm not judging at all, but it made me feel like grateful to some degree that even though I don't, I'm not, oh my God, I'm, head over heels about our situation, even though I do think that it's the best for both of us, and that's why we're doing it. It's not like I'm like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We're like breaking
it's
up.
It's like the happiest thing to be doing, right? Especially when you know each other and stuff like that. So just taking that into account, you know what I'm saying? And then you see somebody else's relationship, or how they're dealing with it. And I am also, I agree with her. Like, grateful, like, because we all know, just like baby daddy tripping fools, it's baby mamas that be tripping, you know what I mean? So, like, I'm glad that, like, at least I don't be like my baby mama, I'm just glad that my ex-wife, you know what I'm saying, like, is, like, cool, you know what I'm saying? Like we could talk. Of course, we have fights and we don't get along, and there's other shit that
every day.
happens.
Every
Okay,
day.
but that's Charger. Nah,
That's not a ginger. That's a fact. We
nah.
get in an argument every day.
So it's like that's not a fact.
That's a fact.
But hey, see, bro, now you can't even agree. Nah, but so my point is, like how she was saying, I do agree that, and as far as us, that we have like we still will come to some agreement at the end of it, which is best for the kids, and we, like I think if anything, I've been more hard or more like upset or angry at like decisions she might have taken versus her,
No, I think
and even in helping wise, like through our whole like right now, like because a lot of you guys don't know my whole shit, you know what I mean? But like I don't have really a place where I'm at. One homie rents me. My homie has a truck. He lets me borrow that shit. I sleep in that motherfucker, and then from there, you know what I'm saying? I just get up in the morning and I Uber and shit, and then I come over here and I crash Erica's house.
and he stays and he stays and he
It's
stays.
like Martin, that's when Martin that comes into the window and shit, like that and shit. I come over here and shit, and it's just like I like, oh, and then I take breaks, like I take breaks and shit, and I come over here, whatever, and then fucking, so I have all that right, and fucking, so it's just like she's the one that's been helping me, like she's the one that's like allowed me to be here, right? Like without her, I couldn't be doing shit. Like, ain't nobody else being like, "Hey, now come chill with me at my house, fool." Like, especially with all this other shit, right?
Yeah, because everybody too
Which
is
is
afraid
the
of the
point, yeah.
coronavirus stuff, right? So it's kind of like
So you know what,
probably yeah.
and I appreciate her, although we do get into shit, like she says, we do get into it a lot, just because it's recent, right? So it's kind of like she says, like, oh, we're like, we just broke up, but we're still with each other right here, or we're not with each other right here, and it's just like, what the fuck. So at first I didn't really get it, right? I was just like, "Fool, why you tripping?" You know what I'm saying? Like it's just gonna be a little bit. But I still get her, and I come up and I tell her, my bad, you know what I mean? For my intrusion and shit, and my point is, through all thinking and all, of the thick of it all, like she's like cool. Like, I do appreciate her. I'm glad that me and her don't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm trying to learn, you know what I'm saying? And just, do my shit, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like, you know what I'm saying?
And I
Part
think that
relationship.
that's what I think that that's what relationships with, especially if you have like children involved. I think that that's how it should be. Like I was telling Donna, like, "Fool, I know that we're like we could be like fuck, feel some type of way that things didn't work out. Because don't get me wrong, even though this ultimately like was more my decision, right? Like it's not like it's something that I wanted, like I keep saying, right? You know what I'm saying? So it was like, um, I was telling him, like it's the best thing is like even though I'm upset and I'm very very upset with him, like me being upset and acting and being upset and being like, oh, motherfucker, you couldn't fucking do what I asked her, and like and just like shit on his whole fucking life or something and fucking, you know what I mean? I could do
Right.
that, but then how does that help me? Right? Like it doesn't, one, it's taking from my time and my energy. Two, it's making me feel icky when I do icky stuff. I feel icky. Like when I'm angry, when I'm doing malicious shit, it doesn't feel good. You know what I'm saying? So like I don't like that feeling, you know what I'm saying? And then three, it really fucks up my kids too. Like that's the most retarded part about it. Like if I fuck him up, he's already like on a not very favorable situation, right? And so if it's like if I kick a motherfucker while he's down, you know what I'm saying? And this motherfucker and the motherfucker has my children, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? And has some kind of effect or influence on my children too. So whether his living arrangements, or maybe your kids, it doesn't matter, my kids don't see him or whatever. Well, maybe your kids could see him if he had a better living arrangement, and maybe things would be different. You know what I'm saying? Like, so why not help each other, like, and vice versa? Because he's like always helping me out too. You know what I'm saying? Like, and like he said, there's sometimes where he'll be like, he's a lot meaner about it than I am. Well, he'll like kind of throw it in my face or be like, huh, you can't do it without me, type thing, but he eventually you still help me out anyways.
Right, and the only reason why is because at the end of the day, no matter what, like I got 5 beautiful kids, and it's like, and they're good. Like none of my kids are. We all fucked up. We all do this shit. We all be like, we're not perfect. I could be smoking crack today. Doesn't mean you're better than me or I'm better than you. You know what I'm saying? So at the end, even though I hate my kids' attitudes, I swear to fuck, I want to grab this thing right here and be like, oh. But point is, you know what I'm saying? Like, we good. You know what I'm saying? Serious shit. Like, she taught me some shit, and you know what I'm saying? I'm sure I taught her some shit along the way. And regardless of what, we're still fucking a team. Like, and I'm trying harder, and it's because, you know what, in reality, where it is like this. She hasn't had time to, like, I guess, you call it, like, grieve or, like, just thinking about everything because fools, we've been together for a long ass time, like, but I'm always still in the function, right? Like,
well,
lately I've been in need.
Yeah, well, actually, I did have that little bit of a time because he had moved out, right? He was gone for like 7 or 8, 9 months.
Yeah, I was doing my
So I was slowly, because when he first left, he didn't just leave like that. He was still like coming around like he does right now, So I was kind of like, okay, yes, he wasn't really gone, right? And then but then when he was gone, and I was starting to slowly like, okay, like grief, like how he said, and then all of a sudden he's right back here, and it's like, and acting like, I don't want to say acting, but we're doing things a lot like if we're in a relationship. You know what I'm saying? Still, like, you know what I mean?
Oh,
like,
yeah, it's
babe, this,
right.
like, looks with who's that? Who texts you that? What? I don't know. Yeah, that motherfucker.
You still do that? Fool? I just caught you on my phone yesterday.
You
Why
wish.
you lying?
Like, you wish.
No.
I was never that type of female. Never.
No. No, but you know what I mean? For real, though, you know what I mean? As far as our relationship, this whole thing, oh my God, you guys don't even know. So, well, I'm sorry, like, I'm not trying to be like whatever, or be like, I think Erica takes the whole, like, blood of it all, like everything with our kids, me asking, like even our older kids still come to her house. I don't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? So it's like,
I think it's like that in a lot of households.
So no, but Erica, like
the moms, I see it on shows all the time, and it's a good thing that I see it on shows now, because now it's like, oh, okay, like it made me feel a little bit better, and then at the same time a little bit like worse, because it's like, damn, that's sad. So many of us women go through that, but then at the same time, it's like, oh shit, it's not just me. It's just, you know what I mean? It happens,
So I think like that's what, and us, like our dynamic was being able to get along with each other after, because just let's keep it real, right? Like straight up, like we're breaking up, and it was her decision because of how my lifestyle was. So I couldn't change it. I couldn't do anything, right? And then all of a sudden, I changed half of it, kind of, right? And then all of a sudden, now from half of it, I'm like, oh, I'm telling her like I'm changing. I want to be different. Whoopty whoop, yada yada, right? And all that. So it's like, damn, right? But it's like after all this time, and not the first time, it was like a few times, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, I want to be honest, So it's just like, and so it's just, it was like, fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, it was like, straight up, like, initially just more because of this whole thing. I swear.
He was staying at that whole trailer thing that he's staying at, and then like he said, he was getting up and going to go Uber and stuff like that, right? But in between Ubering, he would be at the park, and that's where he would use the restroom, and that's where everything, whatever he would need, and he would be at the park in between with his dogs and stuff, right? But then when the whole coronavirus thing happened, all of a sudden he couldn't really be kicking it at the park, Because I was trying to be like, I'm playing like hard, like you're gonna learn, you know what I mean? Like, no, you know what I'm saying? And so, but when I mean that's fucked up. Like seriously, I'm gonna have him like out in his car, like it's like okay, fine, be here. You know what I mean? Like so, like and then a lot of times, like sometimes I was thinking about what you were talking, and I think that there's some people that might be thinking like, oh, what about like there's those relationships that are really toxic, and it's like, oh, if you help that person, and we're trying to be like help the person out so they could all be good, we could all be good, but there's sometimes where it's like that person is so toxic that you need to get away from, like. Right, I think that it could be right.
No, no, for sure. That's why we're talking about our relationship. So you got to evaluate the way you're going, right, and where you because like imagine there is people right that are going through abuse. That's what it is. At the end of the day, abuse. Well, verbally or physically, regardless, they're doing it. They're going to the program and all this shit, right? Well, imagine the escalation of that. If the dude is saying the dude, I'm gonna try to be like, oh, I just do it all the time. You guys with all that bullshit, you guys are weird. But it usually is a dude. So the dude that's like fucking up his girl or doing some bullshit on his girl is like, oh, like now I don't even have work, bitch. It's your fault and fuck you and this and that. So it's just like, come on, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta think about it like that. Everybody has it. Like what we're saying, right? That's why we're thankful. I'm thankful. You know what I'm saying? That we have this, I have this. I am really, really, really thankful. I know.
Well, me too, like I said, because at first I was like, damn, this motherfucker, like I swear, like I'm like, oh, like, damn, and then like I said, then I have like different experiences where I'm like, oh shit. You know what I mean? Like, oh damn, like you didn't, like it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna accept my shit how it is. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna make sure that it's the best that it can be. You know what I mean? The best that it can be, and that's pretty much all you can do, right? Like,
and it's just because I do. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I do. You know what I'm saying? Like I do it, and I do like this. This is the reason why, attention to you, Like no, it's just to me, it's like she's like literally like been my girl, like who I go to, like how everything. And I don't give a fuck. And you guys can say how it could be like, oh my god, for reals, like
yeah, there's a lot of men like you.
I need shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
for example, he was applying for an apartment, right? And so he's been looking for a place to stay permanently. He's not just being a bum. Baby daddy's not a bum. And so he's been looking for a place to stay, and he was filling out applications. And I knew that when he started filling out applications, it was gonna come to me like, oh, help me fill out the application and help me with Downer and my kids. Help me means do it for me, right? And so I was like, oh hell no! Like I'm like waiting. I'm trying to avoid every time he's like, oh, I got this email with this application. I'm gonna upload it. I'm like, bounce, go to my room, like be like, oh, all right, cool, check it out. I'm gonna watch TV over here or something. I'm gonna do something else, like
gotcha.
Or like I'm gonna take off, you know what I mean? Or I'm gonna take off. I got something to do, or like something and he did need the help, and I was like, these are like basic things. It's like, what is your previous address? And then he looks at me, he's like, what's my previous address? Like, come on, like,
no, straight up, like.
But the kids do it too, right? No. But hey, he fucking did this whole shit, got this whole apartment on his own. Like, he learned.
I really didn't know my address. Like, you know what? I wouldn't know the names of the streets, but I wouldn't know the actual numbers. Like 1335 West Hannandale, whatever the fuck, So it's like, I wouldn't know that. I know she would. Like, she always knows that shit, So it's just like, damn, So, like, back to that shit, it was just like, oh, So it was like, oh yeah, I need this help, you know what I'm saying? Like this girl, and hey, farmer, gracias. That's my big homie. Farmer from my neighborhood.
he would this whole thing.
I seen that fool. That fool goes, I got this. Don't trip. I'm gonna hook you up. I said, Farmer, stop playing, fool. Don't make me blush and shit. You know what I'm saying? He's not first. So he's like, no, say no down there. He's going home for us. So I was like, all right, well, show me what's up. Calls me. I was busy. I was doing Uber, so I didn't answer him. And I'm kind of like this. I have this thing where, like, sometimes I just don't want to talk to people. I don't know what it is.
So, it's like a nervous thing.
So I, you know, so I,
they want,
no, it's not like that. I don't like, you know what I mean? I try to just do my own shit. But so boom, boom, boom. I didn't do that. I didn't answer him nothing. Well, he came the next day to my door like, that's my Donna. God damn it! Like I don't even live here. This is Erica's house.
I told him, I'm like, oh, you know, stay over there. And he came knocking over here looking for him.
Yeah, so I'm like, fuck, right? But after all that, through all that shit, like that fool hooked it up. I talked to this girl, Yesenia, talked to this other Hannah, fucking Shadeen, yeah, from Womack, and it's like homeless shit, right? So it's like, I don't know, what's my wallet?
And this is what we're like, what we're doing on the show, like keeping it real. But that's the point of keeping it real, keeping it raw. This is what's happening. Yeah. He's getting homeless assistance.
Yeah, I'm getting homeless assistance.
Like, he's been staying in the trailer. You know, like this is what's happening.
Yeah,
we're not bullshitting or doing shit for the ground.
No, so
for his wallet.
Yeah, excuse her. Yeah, you know. So I applied for all this shit right through my homie telling me this shit. And I go, anyway, bro, like, how's it gonna work? And what do you don't trip, fool? Go to Yesenia's gonna hook it up. I said, all right, boom, go to Yesenia. She talks to me, we'll plan, we'll do this, you know. And it took a little bit. Initially, it took a little bit. It was like, fuck, bam, you know. And you know why? It's just because the motherfucker from Cali. I'm impatient. I'm like, and you know how people from New York be like, I'm fast. Well, we have our pace here, right? So I'm like, fuck, like, damn, what's up? You know what I mean? Nothing happens. After a little bit, I just be like, all right, cool. Like, they hit me back. Boom. And Erica goes, fool, I told you. Because she used to do stuff like that. Like, as far as like being a case manager and management and shit like that and how it works. And, you know, it's about the person. Just like at work, right? Either I bust my ass and I do 300 fucking pellets or whatever they want me to do, or I do 10 the minimum. It's their shit. So, boom, I do this shit. We get this shit, you know. These people help me out. And I apply for that shit, right? And, you know, through all this COVID, all this bullshit, right? And I'm staying right here. And Erica helps me with, like, doing my invoicing and all this shit, you know? Boom, you know? And boom. I'm not going to say if it is or isn't or what.
He got his apartment. So, homeboy got his apartment.
I got some shit.
He's probably going to be moving, you know, this weekend and stuff. And, you know what I mean? Like, things are you know, looking like they're getting back together. And you know what I'm like? And he's like down the street for me,
that's
so it's like it worked out because you know it's the bus stop for my baby to go to school is like literally outside his door step.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So
how weird is that?
You know what I mean? Like my baby, when it was raining, my baby had to freaking walk in the rain to the bus stop or different things like that, and it's like things play out and they work out the way they work out for a reason. You know what I'm saying?
Especially because we're not all those like car baby motherfuckers.
No. I'm trained, bus, like I do it. Uber.
Yeah, Uber does do. I do Uber. I'm an Uber driver. You know what I'm saying? So, like, gracias, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, cool, you know what I mean? Like, but, you know, to move on to other little things, you know what I'm saying? That's how our dynamics were. You know what I'm saying?
But should you expect it, like, right?
Well, me. That's how I
he
was.
Expects it either.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
And that's what I tell him, like, you know, don't expect it from me. Like, either, right? Like, at this point, like, I could say no. I'm upset at our relationship and what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I can't always be like, okay, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's times where I'm like, no, motherfucker. Like, you know what I mean?
Nah, she's cool as fuck for us. She's really cool as fuck. Me and God know what's up. That's all I'm saying. But you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, she's cool. Like, I like the fact that like she puts her down like for us. You know what I mean? All you other girls, I'm not trying to disrespect. I'm not trying to say nothing about you guys. But her, as far as her relationship and how it works and how it is, regardless of what, she has ever always had a voice, and she will voice it. Like, when she feels she can, she'll be like cool for a little bit, like okay, cool, cool, cool.
Yeah, I'm like, no.
And then no, move, no, shut, no, chill. Who's sorry about that? No, not like in that way, That's me exaggerating, But she'll be like, no, like it can't be like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not cool. She'll break it down for you, tell you all your shit, and then you'll be like, oh, like, damn, I can't even say nothing. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I appreciate her.
I don't, yeah, so I think it all in all, like, I don't think that you should be expecting, like, things to go gravy, with.
You should not. You should not.
You shouldn't expect.
Overall, I agree with her.
But I think that it's a good idea.
Well, you know what? If you really had a down motherfucker, though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just saying as a dude, my part, like, I think, like, I did fuck up a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, with the gangbanging. And
again, that's what I always say. Like, in case everybody's like, oh, what the fuck did he do? Oh my God. You know what I mean? Like, he did not put hands on me. Because I would not put up with that shit. You know what I mean? Like, we could probably box. No, I'm just saying. I probably put hands on him a couple of times when I was drunk as fuck. Look, this is the type of man Downer is, okay? Like, I put hands on him, like, on some world, like, wicked shit when I was, like, fucked up. Like, and the kids would be like, Mom, no. And this dude just, like, curls up like this. Like, and I'm like, oh, like, uppercut, like, trying to fucking give it to him, like, and this would just curl up. So when people talk about, oh, but if she hits me, like, cool, and then he'd get up and he don't have no black eye, he didn't get knocked out, he didn't, you know what I'm saying? Like, nothing fucking happened to him, you know what I'm saying? So when motherfuckers are like, but if a bitch hit me, you know what I'm saying? Like,
not that she can't fight. Don't do that.
No, that's not it either. But you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm drunk.
No,
you know what I'm saying? I'm drunk.
It is what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Like
so
that. I've been there where I've wanted to.
I'm sure. Like, he's looked at me. He's looked at me, and there's been a couple of times where I'm like, oh shit, here we go. You know what I mean? Like, and I'm like, okay.
So no, you know what I mean, like.
But so it's not, he didn't put hands on me. He didn't cheat on me, although he did have a very huge wandering eye. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Lord.
Enormous to the point that he forgot where he's at, who he's with, what planet he's on when he sees females sometimes. It's like away because he's staring at something, and I have witnesses to that. Kitty homegirl, hit me up.
Where?
Let's talk about this. We're gonna do like a little 1 minute clip to put it on IG. See if my homegirl Kitty's gonna like say something about this whole experience. But he did have a wandering eye. I can't say that I can prove that he cheated.
I never cheated.
But I always say this, that I felt like he cheated with his neighborhood.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that was the thing. The thing was the whole neighborhood thing played a huge thing on it, and not because I'm not hood. You know what I'm saying? No, not because of that at all, but because his homies came first, and that was apparent. You know what I'm saying? And one, and two, he lied to me. You know what I'm saying? All the time. Like, and I get it. You're doing some shit that you're not supposed to say or whatever it is, and this and that, and I don't want you giving up fucking money. Don't give our family money to nobody. And especially when we could barely pay our bills. Then don't give our money. Other bitch, right? Like, well, the other bitch was his neighborhood. And then to top it all off, he was lying about this other shit. But it doesn't feel good when you're like, what the fuck is going on? What the fuck? Even though deep down in your head, it's not about a bitch. It's probably some neighborhood shit. You know what I mean? That he knows you're going to get upset about. So you know that, but it's still like, oh, what is it? Like it's still like an untrust or whatever. You know what I mean? So, and then to top it all off, then he's mean. So that's it. His whole neighborhood cheating on me with his neighborhood, and he's mean. And mean, like, he calls my kids faggots. We're keeping it 100. He calls my sons faggots and retards and stupid asses on a daily almost. And if he's gonna maybe deny it or something, but we're gonna at some point we're gonna have a whole little thing where we're gonna bring our children into being into it. Because
damn, we just went
down has a whole, one perspective, his own view and perspective of how the family dynamics and things were. You know what I mean? And everybody else has a whole different
perspective. Everybody else.
You know what I mean? Like
everybody else.
Nobody agrees with your perspective of things. Yeah.
How can she talk for everybody else?
So that's why I say we're gonna bring everybody. So we can. But that's the whole thing. But that's the whole thing. You know what I mean? Like, so it was, it wasn't like he hit me or he was a cheater or, you know what I mean? Like, so
but with all that, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit, like I said, it's on you guys. You guys have your own little, what is positive, negative, and what didn't, was good, going to work, or not, and all those. You know what I mean? But so it's just like, I just believe, and then I can give you my, and it's from a male perspective. Like, you should. If your fucking dude's been putting it out for you and he ain't been cheating, I don't care. Be straight up. He ain't been cheating on you, like, and even if he is a little like verbal, like it's like fuck. And I'm not saying you should take it. You have your own opinion. I'm just saying for me, you know what I mean? Like, it's just how it's just, to me, it's like how I've always reacted to my situations, right? So it's like, and I'm not saying there's an excuse. It's not. It's never an excuse. I don't have no excuse for my actions.
He's just giving his thoughts.
So it's like, that's how my perspective is. You know? So it's like, that's how I think. You guys should not be like that. All you fucking girls that be on some baby mama drama shit, like, it's chill as fuck. Does your shit, puts in money as much as you put in money or more. But as a dude, you better be putting it in. And to me, like, you gotta really put it in. Like, and there was a time that I put it in too. It was actually because of her. Like, again, it was one of those like, no. I ain't working. I ain't doing shit. I don't give a fuck. Like, not like she just doesn't want to work, but like shit just happened in her shit where it was like, you have to step it up. It's no more just like you giving $300-400 or this and that here and there, like, and doing shit. And so it was like, fuck, for real, I had fun, because I was doing other shit. I was always hustling. I was selling drugs, doing this, doing shit for the homies, and doing just for myself.
For himself and the homies. Yeah. He just said it. But because he knew what? Because he knew that I had the household down. I had a good job. I had 2 jobs. You know what I'm saying? Like, I always worked full time. I was a supervisor since I was a teenager. Wow. When I was a fast food, I was always like a breadwinner. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And even when I was working, I was also slanging meth at the time. I was doing all kinds of fucking shit. Statute of limitations. Doing all kinds of different stuff. So he knew, okay, the house, until this day, tell me que no, Kike. You know that I'll take care of the household. If you cannot help with a single penny, I will fucking come up with it. You know that I'll take care of it. You know that something will happen where I will take care of things. So because he knows that he was able at that time, because he knew too I had work. You know what I'm saying? So then for sure. So now I'm like, I don't have a 9 to 5.
Now I think so
fucking good as fuck. It's just been like 3 years. I swear, like 3 years. And if you kind of lifestyle, yeah, because we've lived so many different fucking lifestyles. A tweaker lifestyle, a fucking baller lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? Like all kinds of fucking lifestyles.
We have. So overall,
Yeah.
like we were doing our shit, and fucking like she just had maybe step it up. You know what I'm saying? It was just like.
Then I was like,
come on,
finally, yeah. Then I was like, finally, like, I was like, what's that? Oh, it's a tattoo. Oh. Sorry.
So yeah. So they was like, oh, step it up, boom, okay. And then we had like, I think like we regressed. You know what I mean? Like we fucked up. We went backwards again.
I don't think so because
well,
like,
we
raw. Let's keep it, keeping it real or whatever. When we were like really at our peak of like having our shit, this fool was thieving it, and that's why we were at our peak. Don't shake your jacking, right? So that wasn't real. You know what I'm saying? It was the type of facade. You know what I'm saying? Like that was jacking is hustle.
It's a hustle.
You know what I'm saying? That's
We
a
were
thief. That's a
doing
thief
that
shit.
shit.
You know what I'm saying? And what goes around comes around. So that's
And
why
my
I've been.
kids were
So that's why I've
scared.
been biting my tongue for the past 3 years, and I've been like, all right, for like 6 or 7 years, maybe more. We were really fucking living the life more than that. Living the life, and it wasn't honest. It wasn't honest. So I was telling myself, all right, bitch, that shit wasn't honest. You knew it was honest, even though I wasn't doing it. I knew it was dishonest. You know what I'm saying? And when he did offer me money, I'd be like, all right, I'll take that. I'll take vacations. Send me on a vacation with my homegirls. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like so, and so.
Wow.
So yeah, so I had to be like, I had to be like, Carmen's bitch, and I'm gonna take it. So if you think about it, somebody would have been like, oh, back then they were like fucking the shit, but no. Right now, this moment, we are paying in Pasadena. We are paying the bills that we were paying when we were because we were in Chino. You know what I'm saying? So, with bedroom, this is all going to change. By the way, you guys, and thanks for putting up with this whole facade thing because it's like temporary with the coronavirus. We don't have our permanent studio, but we come in and But yeah, so what was I saying? I forgot. About the whole facade something. Oh, so it was like, yeah, it wasn't real, but now we're paying the same amount of money that we were dishing out then, but we're in the city, so you know what I'm saying? Like, so it's a smaller place, you know what I'm saying?
People always because people don't know it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So people
think like, oh my god, they're doing worse.
Like no,
I'm in Pasadena, bitch. You know what the rent is here? Yeah.
No shit. Like
no.
So
and I'm not on subsidized housing. You know what I'm saying? Don't have Section 8. And it's nothing's qualifying me for low bills. I pay my bills separately. And you know what I'm saying? Like, so if you think about it that way, we are not doing worse than we were. We're actually doing better than we were, but we're not faking a funk like we were. That's what we were doing. We were like, if we were like really working it, but we were taking it, right? And we had 3 or 4 BMWs, and he still has a 66 Caprice, but we had 3 or 4 BMWs, the Caprice, we had a Land Rover that we traded, another Discovery over here that we traded. We had the Expedition. It was like nonstop, all kinds of shit. We had a Plymouth. We had, a 54, 53 Plymouth, a 52 Plymouth. We had a timeshare at the Planet Hollywood for fucking 10 fucking straight years, and I'm still kicking myself in the ass because I just let that shit go over like $1,000 in February. Just over $1,000 in property tax foreclosed on. I had a fucking deed on that bitch. It is what it is, like I said. You know what I'm saying? That was dirty money that we got it with.
No, it wasn't.
It was dirty money that we got it with.
It was white people's money.
It was dirty fuck.
Let's step away from like our relationship, right? Let's talk about like the memes.
Yes. Thank you for bringing it back.
The memes that's been out there, like because of the COVID-19 and shit.
So yeah, so everybody's talking about how relationships have been affected because of the coronavirus stuff, right? And we were talking about it too, actually, because Yeah, our relationship was affected, but I want to say
Right.
positively because we
Yeah.
were forced to communicate. Basically, because I'm like, I'm not gonna fight, so I have to figure out a way because I'm not gonna sit here fighting every day. If he has to be stuck here every day because he can't go nowhere else, right? Like, so it's like, because otherwise I'd be like, get the fuck out of here. I don't need to communicate with you. Bounce, like that's it, right? But it's like, oh, can't tell him that because there's nowhere really for him to bounce to, you know. So it's like that's really, really mean. So learn to say how you feel or what it is, right? Like so.
Speak up, in other words.
But we've seen like memes where it's like all of a sudden the motherfucker's like with the badass bitch and then the bitch can't cook and he's like, oh goddamn, I'm stuck over here. Freaking coronavirus time.
That shit was just, I was bored. I was like, wow. Wow, like, what the fuck, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like these memes, you know what I'm saying? They're vicious. Like, for real, like.
There's a lot, but no, it's true, it's facts. Like, this coronavirus, like, I'm sure has affected
a lot
relationships, right? Because that's what we're talking about,
like,
relationships.
Just to even be on, like, some serious shit. Like, and I said to her last time about all personal and Jewish shit. Like, I bet you, like, self, people that.
Your relationship with yourself?
No, fucking, self-inflicted shit, like suicides. Suicide is probably. I hope not. I haven't looked it up. It's not a fact. I don't know the shit. This is my opinion, personal opinion. Like, I think that damn, that shit must be hard, right? For like people that don't have relationships. You know what I'm saying? Or need somebody. You know what I'm saying? That just either call from some motherfucker or something like, damn, you know what I'm saying? Like, they got no relationship. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, easy. I was gonna look it up. I'm gonna look it up.
That's what you're saying.
You know, I'm gonna look it up and shit. You know what I mean? Like, but you know, things like that, even. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I'm telling you, like, people are going crazy out there. It's like this stupid ass shit that happens on, TV. People record it like, oh, nigga, what happened over here? These people are, if these shit's fucking shit up, regardless of what the COVID-19 is fucking shit up.
I think that even with bringing it, tying it back to relationships, not only like relationships, like couple relationships, but I think that the coronavirus has like really affected all kinds of relationships. Like it's like, right? Like, so now you know who's checking up on you.
Who's your homie?
Right? Now you know who's coming by. Now you know who's keeping in constant contact. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, oh, before it's like, no, honestly, like to keep it 100, like I was doing events, right? And my DMs were like, oh, like flooded. You know, like when I was doing shows, and right now they're dead. It's like dead. Honestly, the only with Bella and music videos with Fancy and jokes and everything, but you know what I mean? Like this COVID has really like made you really realize relationships. For me, at least, it has like true and
real motherfucking
and relationships that are there to ride your coattail or not. Like
no, for us.
Yeah, for us.
Because for me, like I just be straight up. You know what I'm saying? I'll be straight the fuck up. Not one homeboy from anywhere, business or homie relationship wise, has anyone been like, oh, check it out, like, hey fool, I know you're going through some shit, like, but I got some shit, I got a place for you to chill out, like crash out on.
Oh, that's what I was telling him. Yeah. That's what I was telling him. I was so like
and even
how many of your homies know that you're staying in a fucking trailer? And how many of your fucking homies, that's part of why I'm so upset, right? Because he's cheating on me with his friends his whole fucking life. And how many of his friends are here and being like, hey, bro, and everybody knows his situation right now. Right. And who is fucking a fool? Like, come stay with me. Like, no, nobody.
And I'm not even mad. Like,
there's his homie who has the trailer there and he cut off his light too. Oh, give me a trailer but no light. Oh, gee, thanks. Fuck that. Yeah, sorry. We can't be racist. We're keeping it real. Not racist. It's just him. It's just I can say I know if he's saying that just because it's his homie. That's why he's acting all like that. Because again, like I said, his homies come fucking first. So, anyways,
racist.
Anyways, you're racist. Freaking homie cut off.
Yeah. So my point is this, though. Yeah. So that happened, right? So I'm like, and I'm telling you, like, don't nobody know my lifestyle or what I lived or how I didn't live or do this shit or nothing. No. You know what I'm saying? But you don't. You know what I'm saying? So no one has came to that, right? And trust me, I'm the motherfucker that will lend you my shirt when you fucked up and you like hot or you're cold or like, hey, yeah.
He'll lend you his and then take ours too. To lend it to you.
So it's just like, that's just who I am, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, me. Like, so that's why I'm just like, man, I'm thinking back and I'm just being like, fuck, you know what I mean? Like, you know what? Like, I could be like, oh, fuck, and be upset and be like, oh my God, all these other people and all, but I always keep it like this, straight the fuck up. And like she tells me, because I tell her all the time, I relate all my shit to my neighborhood.
Everything.
Everything.
Even in the household.
Every scenario that we go through.
Even in the household, we're talking about the kids, and he's like, oh, you know how Gordo was doing that?
Yeah.
Well, in the neighborhood, if it was in the neighborhood, like, what the fuck are you talking about?
So, my thing is, no, I'm not crazy or nothing, you know what I mean? So, to me, it's like this. No one asked me to join the neighborhood. I didn't have no cousin. I didn't have no uncle. I didn't have shit. I was by myself. And I jumped in this shit by myself. It is P. Like, I did that shit. So it's just like, okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just going to keep it me. When motherfuckers try to jump me out because they had some opinion on shit, that was it possible? No. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm just me. Like, I just keep it like that. Like, and the rules that I live by help me in my life. For real, like I swear they help me in my life. Like it's like, oh shit, you know, I'm just I be in some shit now lately, and it's like, oh, there's motherfuckers fighting, and it's like, before I want to jump in that shit, you know, like, oh, what the fuck? Now I'm just like, I still want to jump in that motherfucker, but I just be like, fuck, I'm just going back to it like really bad. You know what I mean? So it's just like, that's just how I lived, you know what I mean? So or been, you know what I mean? So it's just I think like, are you still gonna expect shit or not? Or what are you gonna do? And all these memes are like, oh, but you don't even do this or you don't do that or you don't cook or you don't it's like I think like,
are you all of a sudden being like all picky on your fucking loved one because of this whole shit when you haven't even fucking said anything about anything before that? Right? Like,
I don't know. I mean, I think like you really for real. If you're for real though, I mean, because obviously there's motherfuckers that don't give a fuck. These out there fucking around, females and males, you know. So it's just like, but for those real fools, you know what I mean? Well, look your shit up, evaluate it. What are you doing? You know what I mean? Like I do for sure, for real. Like I do, you know what I mean? Like I don't. I always try to tell her, okay. For me, it's like this. I try to help somebody 3 or 4 times, and then I come back and ask for help. And then I help you out 3 or 4 more times, and I'll come back for 2 helps. You know? So it's just like I help you. I help you. Like I really will. Like I will do shit to help you, and even if it's gonna fuck me up, you know. But I try to do that shit no more. I'm trying to do my shit, hold down the people like her that's holding me down, you know what I'm saying? Like for real. My kids hold me down like first. My kids, if I told these fools like, hey fool, what do you want? I just got fucked up. They're all had to come on. All of them. And she's gonna come too. So it's like, you know, like expect it if you are, and this is my code. Treat people how you want to be treated. Straight up. What?
I want to call you out on it because you call the kids faggots and stuff. You want them to call you faggots and homo and all that.
No! Let me give you an example. I'm on fucking the couch, and Jose is right behind my ear with the fucking speakers playing some bullshit. And I'm trying to be on the phone, but he wants to be on PlayStation or Xbox. He's like, I'm not. I don't see you. I don't even know you were on it, Dad. Like, motherfucker, I just told you I'm on here. I just told you I'm on the fucking phone with your mom. Oh well, my mom doesn't talk to me like that. I don't give a fuck what mom's talking to you about or how she talks to you. I'm telling you, I'm on the phone. Don't be on the fucking phone.
So that's the way you want to be treated?
Or I'm going to fucking throw a shoe at you.
So that's the way you want to be treated?
Yeah.
Oh, that's why I treat you like that. I'm just saying.
Doesn't make no sense. But that's one scenario. You know what I'm saying? Like whatever. I'm not gonna get into shit because I don't have to. But like that's just how I live. Straight up. Treat the people how you want, how you're gonna be treated. And so yes, if I'm talking shit and I don't give a fuck, well then fucking suck me up, motherfucker. Or do something or do whatever. I don't give a fuck. Do your shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not here to be like.
That's why I get drunk to fuck you up.
See, that's what I'm talking about. See, that's what I'm telling you. Like, no. I should run the shit. Always. So, look at this. Look at all of this. It's like a brown angelic angel. What? Sweaty little.
I'm going with one of your rules of like, if you don't know how to say nothing nice, don't say nothing at all.
You are going?
I'm gonna go through a bullshit rule just like you did about treating others like you want to be treated.
Wow.
I'm a bullshit one too.
Salute to you guys out there. Gracias for tuning in. So the meme shit was kind of harsh. Like, I don't want to fuck around doing all this. But the memes was a little like, oh, what the hell?
You know, it's kind of funny. I saw a lot of funny shit.
So there was like the one I just told you where it was like, oh, I don't flirt with your ass. And the one got your shit because you know a lot of dudes, right? That was crying and all this bullshit. It was a female baby. She was a female.
I wonder how many marriages really got because of the coronavirus. Like how many marriages,
a lot.
Or relationships in period.
I just acted my opinion.
But how many relationships were broken up? How many people broke up because of this? Like, oh shit, I've been stuck with you for this long. Like now I really know you, and it's like, nah, you ain't the business. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder how many people did that, or how many people did the whole thing. Maybe it was vice versa. No. Maybe people were stuck with this person. Is like, oh, now I know I'm stuck with you forever, or some shit. I never seen any meme like that, but maybe somewhere out there something like that happens.
There could be, but I'm sure there's a lot of the ones that were like, motherfucker, I did not know you fucking fart as you eat. What the fuck? You know, like, just a bullshit.
I'm a very visual person.
So it's just like, damn, you know, like she said, like for real, like I bet you there was people that was like, motherfucker, I didn't know you do that shit.
What did he say? What did the people say? He said, what did he say? Oh wow, he's drunk, cousin. Look at him. He said, always talking shit. This motherfucker, I know. Tell him.
How am I talking shit?
We're supposed to be recording.
I'm always talking shit.
I do.
Never told me.
Rotate your device.
So I was like, I do. I swear I do. I'm not going to argue with that fool about that. I do. But it's still, it just goes back to fool, when I met this motherfucker, it was like oh, he had a homie that knew, and I had a homie that knew the other homie. It was like, oh, who's that for? Well, who's that for? You know what I'm saying? So it's just like that was our lives, motherfucker. Like, like straight up, like this fool, this motherfucker. You know what? I've never said this, but I'm gonna say it right here live. I blame you, Nato.
Nato.
I blame you for everything. Like I remember
You ain't
people's
lying,
moms.
Nato.
I remember people's moms
I
be
heard all
like,
kinds of
"I don't want that
stories
over here anymore because of this."
about how
Hey,
it was all you.
you know what? But I don't even be like, "Food was Yogi." No, it wasn't Yogi.
No, he says it's all you, Nato.
You were the one with the let me do tattoos on your finger, motherfucker. Like, fool,
Oh
man,
wow, let me do.
what the
That's
fuck?
what he said. Let me do tattoos on you. That's what changed his whole fucking life.
Yes.
So let me do tattoos on your finger. Not the let me beat some motherfucker with a pole or something type shit that he was doing. It was the let me do a tattoo on your finger that you were doing that changed his fucking life.
No.
Guy.
Fool. No.
This guy.
Who would I beat up with a pole? What the fuck?
At Marshall.
Why you look?
Statute of limitations, primo. It's not because I'm a snitch, homes. It's because it's statute of limitations.
That's fucked up, though, right? It's like to my privacy. Nah, but that's like that. That's the way I always been, like straight up. You know what I mean? Like it's just been a thing where it was like this is how I grew up. Like I grew up like fools trying to fuck with me, trying to test me all the fucking time. You know what I mean? And it's like sometimes I was like, oh, you know, growing up 9, 10 years old, like, oh no, yes, well, you know, and then it got 11, 12, and then like, oh damn, I know how to fight. Oh, fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? And then it went from like, I know how to fight, to, oh, because I will fuck you up, so now you want to bring out a gun? Bitch, I know, I watch a lot of movies, okay? So, I'm just going to leave it at that. You know what I mean? So it's just like, but not for real, like, I really, I appreciate the neighborhood, like, as far as, like, like, giving me some bullshit or, like,
What are you talking about? You appreciate that.
you know, it's like, oh, like this and that, you know what I mean? So, but relationship wise, like they showed me, they really showed me straight up, like who's gonna be there now, for real. So, from the memes to the damn, like just keeping it real with like, oh well, you know, I expect this from this person because I was married to her for 35 years. Or the vice versa, the female, you know what I mean? Like, you better pay me off. This is that. Like, I wasn't doing this shit for free. So, and not like in a fucked up way. I'm just, you know, being more like, oh, you know, like, we have to put in this relationship. And when you guys want to fucking, like, expect or not expect is, what did you put in? Or what did you do not do? Or this COVID-19, like, how is it? Like, what are you doing? How is it dealing with you or not? So it's just like, what?
So,
Like, for us, where are we at? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know where you're at, but like I said, that's where I put my stance on. If I helped you, help me. These memes, some are overboard, some are not. And then,
and it's still disrespectful, even if it's like, it's so mean. Why you gotta put it on me? Tell the bitch, hey, oh, I changed my mind.
so yeah,
Don't
so
put it in me.
so it's like all those things. I mean, just you know what? Evaluate your shit. Did it help you out? Did it not help you? Was it fucking like, um, I don't know. There's a lot of things that are gonna come out of this whole pandemic and shit, right? But a lot, for sure, above what relationships are or not, COVID-19 fucking, like, for me,
it
it
was a
was,
positive.
it was, but still, it was an effect.
Yeah, it was a positive effect for me because
Ugh.
I was forced to communicate with this fool in terms of relationship wise. Because we're talking about relationships, so
Yeah.
with relationships, I was forced to communicate with him, so it was like okay, and then at the same time, I was also aware of um fake relationships. You know what I'm saying? Because or relationships that are just there to for opportunity and stuff like that instead of like some real relationships.
Yeah,
I
for
got to
sure.
know that. You know what I mean? But yeah,
So so with all that said, it's like
your relationship.
like
With your
if you're
partner.
gonna have a real relationship, make it about a feeling about like when you're doing your shit, like you're helping one another out, supporting one another. You know what I mean? Like for me, like my negatives were like um maybe one neighborhood. Doing shit like that, right? Or neglecting my kids. Because, I didn't want to go to a family outing because I was over here. You know what I mean? Like, those are things that, for me, I'm not trying to do anymore. I'm trying to, like, learn that, I'm with you. You know what I mean? Like, I'm with you guys. What do you guys want me to do? I'm here at your, like, call. Like, like, let me know. I got you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's where I'm at. That's how I'm living. That's how I'm dealing with this whole thing. And at the same time, I'm learning to be like I realize that people have helped me because sometimes I'm the type of person that's like I'm helping, I help. But trust me, someone helped you too. So that's my whole shit about it. You know what I'm saying? Like my whole spiel.
So, thank you for tuning in to another episode of Two Beans in a Pod. And we apologize for going a lot of it off topic with some stuff, but
No,
it does pertain.
It was
but it does pertain
because it's real shit. We didn't go off topic.
We didn't.
What it was this. We had an agenda. We touched on two of them and one we left out. You know, and opinion or her like, and I could too, right? But so all this takes into place, and with that, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't think we went off topic too much.
Thank you guys for tuning in and staying with us. Either way.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Even
for real though, like she's just trying to
wrap it up.
You know what I mean? So it's like, thank you guys for tuning in. Remember, we're like, it's one, and we were trying to hit under an hour. That's our goal. An hour. Be transparent, right?
Yeah, we just.
For us.
Be transparent. That means he knows about transparency, right. And he refuses to use it when it's his neighborhood shit. You feel me? That's what I'm getting from that. That means he knows about transparency.
Two pieces of motherfucking pod. Gracias for tuning in.
Oh, now he wants to wrap it up. There we go.
We do. We appreciate everybody that tuned in.
Yeah. And for us, we do. We're every Wednesday night, 9 p.m. Primo, you came on fucking late. Make sure you go on and see the before you came on and stuff.
Because it's 3 hours over there forward, bro.
And make sure you go on because
yeah.
And just listen.
What were you doing for that 3 hours, honey?
I love you count, for being such a supporter and like tuning in every Wednesday.
Hey.
From Mexico.
What is this for? Heriberto Nolasco, single, 21.
Single? He doesn't say single on there.
What?
Anyways, so we're trying to wrap this up.
He works out.
I don't think that he says
does yoga.
I will get my primo's information later.
Does yoga.
Okay, I will get my primo's information later, but we're trying to wrap this up. Thank you, primo, for tuning in. Like I said, this guy's a weirdo. And everybody on YouTube, thank you for tuning in, and everybody on IG, and everybody who's gonna download us on Podbean or Google Podcast or iTunes or Spotify. Thank you guys for listening. We're gonna keep working on trying to keep it down for an hour. DM us, comment below, subscribe, follow, all that good stuff. This guy, he said treat others. He would finish the whole podcast with treat others the way you want to be treated. Yeah. I say fuck your mama. Anyway,
if you want to say fuck my mama, say fuck. I'm gonna say fuck your mama too.
Thank you for tuning in to Be America. Deuces. I think I was on live on mine. Okay, now Kiki, I was on live on what? Where was I on live on?
I was on Twitter. IG, you said.
I know, but I don't see it. I was on mine. I think.
It's okay, who cares? Well,
I do. I don't know where I was at. I can't find it. Like, whatever. How did we get to where we're talking about other fucking shit?
Gordo wants you to pick him up.
Oh yeah.
Huh?
Oh yeah.
I want food now.
No.
Wait, I'm going to buy food off my car.
I don't want to.
I'll go.
Yeah.
I don't need to do that.
I know you did it, but still, bro.
No, I know about
But you're still doing it. No. What are you doing, Kike? Let me go take my dab. Move. Kike. Snap out of it. No.
That's insane. That's bullshit.
I'll be back.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Nah,
What?
I want to.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
Babe, I want food, babe.
No.
Hector.
Hey, watch that drink. I'll come there. That's fine. It's something good.